All right, boys, open them up.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you got here?
Oh, he's got his knife out already.
Oh, he's got a knife.
What? Oh, that looks like...
It says helmet.
You're kidding.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ben, and today I've got what I think should be a fun and was definitely an exciting video for me to film. Huge thanks to all of you guys out there that have been using my affiliate links. Huge thanks to my sponsor, Rocky Mountain ATV. If it wasn't for them and for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do any of this, so thank you so much. I definitely appreciate it. If you guys remember, earlier this season, I got to test out the MSR Xpedition helmet. This is a new helmet that they came out with for the adventure market. MSR has been making motocross helmets that I've actually been using for quite a few years now. I definitely like that they have the MIPS system in it, which is essentially the yellow plastic inside of here that sort of isolates your head and neck from the helmet, taking an impact and then dragging on the ground. It just provides a little bit of a cushion and sort of socket in there so it doesn't put so much strain on your neck in a crash, which hopefully none of us will ever actually have to use. Of course, you've got vents all over the place that exhaust around the back here. You've got a visor that has something that I don't think any other helmet out on the market, unless there's a new one that came out that I'm unaware of, has, and that's the fact that you can barely just crack this visor open just a hair to get just a tiny bit of air in there. Otherwise, any other helmet that I've had, I mean, if you want it open just a little bit, that is the little bit that you get. So I definitely have liked that, definitely have used that. The ability to stick goggles in here is definitely nice. Even though this shield doesn't go up quite as far as I would like it to, it's never really been a problem. Even my big Scott goggles here seem to fit in just fine. And I did mention, I think, in that first video that I was a little bit nervous about the fact that they've got this little slot where the strap fits underneath. That, of course, gives you the ability to close this over the goggles, which is super nice, but I was a little bit afraid that when I went to pull the goggles off, I would tear this off or get it stuck here. It's never been a problem. I did end up sticking a communicator on here that I would not recommend. I can never hear my dad when we're riding with this thing. The FOD Sports one that I've got on my other helmet definitely works well. This did, however, fit in this helmet just fine. It slides over the edge of the helmet just with the clip style mount, no problem. Plenty of room for the speakers in there, plenty of room for the microphone. In that initial video, I mentioned that I was a little bit afraid that I would sort of miss the modularity of the old Scorpion 950 helmet that I had been wearing, and that I might miss the visor that flips down or the sunshade, whatever you want to call it. Those are nice features, but they're definitely not anything that I even think about anymore. And for the price difference, I think this helmet is definitely worth it and certainly punches well above its category, which is basically how all the MSR and Tusk products are, at least in my opinion. I like that you can adjust this visor up and down. I pretty much just always leave mine in the far down forward position just for a little bit extra of a sunblock. It's certainly not the most quiet helmet, but I think that sort of comes along with the fact that you do get a decent amount of airflow in here. Honestly, I don't know that I ever even open the vents up. There's just enough of an opening around your head and neck that you still get a decent amount of air in there. Not so much that it's super annoying. I mean, I pretty much always wear earplugs when I ride on the high-speed roads anyway. Obviously, there are some that are just a bit quieter, like my Scorpion 950, but of course you're paying for that, and then you also sort of end up paying for that when it's hot out because you are just so much more sealed up in there. I've worn this helmet in everything from 30 degrees up to 80 degrees, and really always been pretty comfortable in it, and not only for the fact that it gets that airflow, but just the fact that it really fits on your head well, and that's really, I think, what I like a lot about these MSR products. They're made by riders for riders. They have a whole team that goes out and tests these and comes up with ideas for them, and that basically is meant, of course, to help sell the helmet to people that are also riders and are going to enjoy those features, but the people that are testing them and coming up with the design ideas for them are also people that are just gonna wear them and are interested in making a helmet that works really well, and I think they did a great job with this. And for all of those reasons, I was really excited to share this helmet with both of my good riding buddies. But one sort of selfish thing that is going to come out of this is the fact that this helmet works really well with my little custom media mod that I built here. So this essentially just needs to plug into a big power bank that I or any of my buddies can stick in their pocket. The camera's already attached there. The mount is here. Obviously, it just clamps onto the chin bar of the helmet. And then I've got a microphone stuck to the back side of it. So I wear one of these every time I go out, unless I don't want to wear it because I don't want all of this wind drag on here. So I can just pull it back off, stick it in my pocket or my bag or whatever. But then, of course, since I've got the second one and I ride with both my dad and Jason, they no longer have to have a microphone in their helmet, which means I don't have to take it apart in a parking lot before we go riding to stick the microphone in there or make sure that it's in the right spot or make sure that the little windsock didn't fall off. I can just take it right home with me at the end of the day. Everything is there. They don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about it. And it really has worked pretty slick, other than the fact that not every helmet works very well for this. The MSR helmet has just a little bit of extra space in here, so nobody has to be chewing on their microphone while they're riding. There's also not an annoying chin curtain in here that prevents you from getting it in, up, and around there like my dad's old helmet has. And beyond the fact that it just makes things a lot easier and the fact that I know that this is not going to fall off super easy because it just, like I said, works really well with these helmets. I also knew that both of my buddies had helmets that were probably a bit past or maybe way past the 5-year mark, which is when you should really replace a helmet, not because they're crappy and wear out, but because they're made as sort of a precision instrument to cradle your head and your neck and keep you safe in a crash. All of the parts inside of here are soft and somewhat consumable. The pads only can take so much sweat and so much abuse going on and off your head. Beyond that, inside the foam obviously does get banged around a bit. Of course, if you ever drop a helmet, you should really replace it because that foam can only be compressed and absorb impact once. After that, it's just squished down. So I figured it was definitely time for those guys to upgrade, and that's why, like I said, I am super thankful to Rocky Mountain ATV. I proposed this idea to them, not knowing whether or not they would be interested, and miraculously, they thought it was a good idea, and they sent me 2 helmets to give to my buddies. So let's give them to my dad and to Jason and see what they think of them.
Oh, he's got a knife already.
Oh, he's got a knife.
Yep.
So be careful cutting this.
What? Oh, that looks like...
It says helmet.
You're kidding. Oh my God.
Thank God they advertise it's a helmet.
That's awesome. This is
Holy
cool.
cow.
Oh man, thanks.
Oh, wow. Thank
Who
you,
should
Ben.
I thank?
Thank Rocky Mountain.
Wow.
Thanks, Rocky
I
Mountain.
orchestrated it, but
And I have an order in my
Dang.
cart for Rocky Mountain. Wow.
Awesome.
see, I actually haven't even taken a look at them. I've got the black and orange version. But yeah, those are pretty neat looking helmets. See, one of the things that I like most about them is you can do what they call it, crack the window. You can do just a crack. Otherwise, most of them you have like a huge. Most of them, if you want to just get a little bit of air, I mean, you're almost that far open. It's like too far open to ride. But these with this little latch, you can click it. I mean, just
Oh
a hair.
God.
So that's really nice for when it's hot or rainy or whatever, and you don't want to get
Wow.
wind or whatever inside. But the other kind of nice thing about them is that they've got the MIPS system in it, which is that yellow plastic on the inside, and they've got kind of a cool video on it. This layer it basically kind of isolates your head from the helmet, because when you hit the ground, it's going to the helmet's going to want to drag and kind of take your head with it, where that kind of acts as a little bit of a socket, so it doesn't put so much strain on your neck, which hopefully neither of you will ever need. But
Yeah, right.
Absolutely awesome.
Wow. Thank you.
I think your helmet, Dad's probably going on 5 years. I don't know how old your snowmobile helmet is, Jason. I think you replace him.
Probably closer to 10.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah.
Oh,
So I figured you guys could both use new ones, and they were
so
nice
I
enough to
might
send them to
see
me.
them
I really
ones.
like mine, and the good thing for me is that helmet clamp that I use for both of you guys will clip onto those real nice.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it's better than my other one.
It even matches the DR.
The DR, yep.
The blue and yellow.
Oh, that's really cool.
And now it's finally raining.
Oh.
So again, huge thanks to all of you guys that support my content through those affiliate links, and huge thanks to Rocky Mountain ATV. I could not do these builds, I could not do videos like this without them, and now I think it'll be pretty exciting to not only have my good riding buddies better protected when I'm dragging them through all sorts of places that I probably shouldn't be, but I think it'll be interesting to see if the audio quality and the video quality is any better. I know I'm definitely looking forward to being able to clamp these mounts on their helmets each time and not having to worry about whether it's going to fit right or whether it's, sticking the microphone inside of their mouth or anything like that. I think it really is going to make things a lot better for all of us out filming, which means we can focus more on enjoying the beautiful outdoors and making videos for you guys. So if you guys are wearing a helmet that is uncomfortable or out of date, or you just want to upgrade it to something like this because you like the features that I showed you today, I would definitely appreciate it if you'd use the affiliate links down in the description. Of course, no pressure. I don't want to sell you guys anything you don't need. But if you're looking for a helmet in the sub $200 category, I think this is definitely a good option to look at. And if you use those links, it helps me make more videos like this. Huge thanks to you guys. Huge thanks to Rocky Mountain ATV. Get out there and enjoy those beautiful trails any chance you get. Thanks for watching, guys.